Okay, the Architectural Review Board meeting of February 16th, 2021 at 7:30 has started. Present, we have Ray, Kathy, and Deandra, and Rick Schultz staff, and Georgia, facilitator. We will now do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the
Allegiance to the flag of the United
United
States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, first item is the acceptance of the January 19th minutes. Yeah, you're breaking up, Kathy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kathy, you got to work on your audio on your computer.
Kath, is there any way that you can call in on the call-in number from the agenda?
You in finally? They can hear you. Good.
Okay. Are you hooked up to your phone, Kathy? Oh, the number. She needs the number.
She can hear you. Tell her the number. Read the number off to her. She can hear you, Rick.
Yeah, 408-650-3123.
Gotta dial one first.
Rick, can you hear me or no?
Yeah, you're breaking up, Kathy.
Isn't that weird? I don't know what else to do.
Well, it's better now. It's a little bit better now, Kathy.
Mike?
Speak closer to the mic, Kathy.
Well, you can hear us, Kathy, right? So we can go on with the presentation. All right, first item is the acceptance of the January 19th. We need a motion in a second.
I motion to accept the meeting in January.
I second.
Okay. All in favor, 3-0.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, tonight, item number one, Connecticut Housing Partners for the 49 senior apartment units. They agreed to come back to the ARB board to show you the final plans. The public hearing went very well. They were very appreciative of your favorable report. And the crew is here tonight just to show you all the revised plans. So Steve and Dave, if you want to open up with some remarks or.
I think we're going to have Emily open. She's just going to give you, there weren't very many changes. She's just going to give you an overview of what they were.
Sure, Georgia. Emily Weckman from 2 Designs. Thank you for letting me share my screen. Okay. All right. Is everybody seeing the plan for Monroe Senior Center?
Yes.
All right.
You can't see?
Kathy's not seeing it.
What a shame. I thought we had it.
Ray's got it.
Yeah.
Would you like me?
She's
She's
got
got
it
it
now.
now. She
Okay.
just waved it in. She's got it now. She's all set.
Okay, great. Thank you, Kathy. For the record, Emily Weckman with Two Design. We are back here to show you the revised plan for Monroe Senior Housing. There weren't many changes incorporated based off the town comments, but a few that I would like to mention, and I'm zooming in here on the screen, is we added this walkway, which is a ramp with railings along the front walkway for town comments to provide some pedestrian access to Route 25. Other comments were very minor, such as turning radius, some additional drainage structures, clarification on drainage report, and erosion and
I
control.
didn't say anything.
So besides that walk, there were no architectural changes to the building, no other
Want me
adjustments.
to try to call in?
We have no idea what you're saying, Kathy.
And so, besides that minor change with addition of the sidewalk, there weren't any other site plan changes. So we're
Hello.
here to field any questions that the commission may have.
We had no problem early. Yes. Can you tell me the number?
I'm sorry, you.
408 650.
Can you tell me the number,
We're working on it.
please?
Yeah, it's 408 650 3123.
Rick, you're gonna have to give her the other code also. Rick, she needs the other code also.
And Kathy, it's 231 595 493.
And then you have to give her the 115.
Are you good, Kath?
Now, what's the number? The number?
115.
It says it, but yeah. I don't know. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know whether let me turn my volume off.
Yeah, this is the best we could hear. This is the best so far, Kathy. You're good.
All right. Hold on a minute. Let me turn. Can you hear me on the phone?
Yes.
I can hear you whenever you're
All right.
talking. We can hear you.
Okay. I don't know what happened. Just tell me. I'm using my phone and I can see you all.
Okay. Did you hear, Emily? The only significant change was the sidewalk extended. Everything else was pretty much the same.
Yes, I did see that, and I was able to enlarge my screen so I could see it.
And the state wants to maintain that secondary Old State Highway section. Because that was brought up at the hearing.
Correct. So, per DOT, they would like to keep that road as a two-way for their maintenance for snow plows. We will be working with them on the encroachment plan to work with them.
All right,
to locate the.
let you try. I'm close. I'm close. All right, we'll try it. We'll see how it goes. I'm sorry, I had no trouble earlier today. Now that's my voice from before. I don't know what's going on.
We
And
can hear you fine, Kathy.
Emily, do you have the elevations?
Yes, I can flip to those. Again, nothing changed regarding the elevations. Here's the architectural rendering that we presented on at the previous meeting. And the other architectural rendering.
Yeah, the commission was very pleased with the elevations and the materials used. And the applicant was appreciative of your favorable recommendation. So the applicant's ready to move forward. The commission's going to be acting on it Thursday.
Everything looks fine to me. Okay.
Okay to me.
Okay, thank you very much, everyone, for doing this.
Thank you, Commission, for your time this evening and for all your feedback. We appreciate it.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you,
you
Emily.
very much.
Thank you.
Okay, we have 98 Enterprise Drive for a new 9,000 square foot industrial building. And we have tonight Jason Edwards and Daniel Bartoli.
Good evening, everyone. This is Jason Edwards, J. Edwards and Associates, Engineers and Surveyors, Stepney Road, Easton, Connecticut. We did the civil and site development plans for this project. So I'm going to give you just a quick rundown of basically the background of the project to start with. It's a 4-acre site. It's currently vacant. It's used for material and equipment storage at this point. It's zoned industrial 2. The original approvals were back in 2010 for 2 buildings on the property that were never constructed. That was before the current owner owned the property. Those permits, I believe, lapsed. The current owner purchased the property in 2012, and we've been preparing different concepts of plans for the property since 2017. We received wetlands approval back in 2018 and have carried that through to basically now. We are approved through wetlands. And this is our current drawing set. We've basically designed a 9,000 square foot steel building. It's 60 by 150, I believe. It is going to be serviced by an on-site septic system, public water system.
Oh, got it.
Utilities.
Okay.
There's a drainage system that consists of some series of catch basins along the entry drive and around the building that all discharge to a large sediment basin off the south end of the parking lot. The proposed uses for the building are going to be commercial warehousing and a construction company, which was granted, I think, via ZBA waiver back when the property was purchased, I believe. We're providing all the parking spaces required for those uses under the zoning regulations. We also do propose an area of bulk material storage in this corner of the parking lot. All parking surfaces are going to have either curbs or walls, basically lining them. We've got a series of plantings along the wetlands boundary, or the limits of disturbance. Those were essentially carried over from the original wetlands approval back in 2010, and they've essentially stayed the same throughout, as I think directed by the Wetlands Commission. So that's essentially stayed the same. We've now also proposed some plantings along the entry as well as an entry sign, and those plantings are more or less designated by the owner, and I believe with some direction from staff, town staff at the time that the original layout was done. We've also shown some street trees along the top of the bank. We do show a few lights on the interior of the property to give adequate lighting for the building. Those would all, I believe, be cutoff lights. The big, from an architectural standpoint, this building sits approximately 42 feet below the road. So the floor of the building will be at 42 feet below the surface of the road above. So it is essentially invisible from, the road as you drive by. Driveway, that you'd really see is the, the entry sign and the entry plantings. Everything else will be below grade. That kind of gives you a rundown of the site. I'm going to switch over to the building plans. I think, Dan Bartoli, the owner, can probably run you through what his idea is for the building.
So the building is basically just a concrete foundation and a pre-engineered steel building. It's going to be clear span and with 6 doors, which will be dividable into individual bays as needed for the potential tenants. It's typical construction, just like most of the steel buildings that are in that complex. We noted a green exterior and a tan roof to try to get it to blend with the in the environment a little bit, so it doesn't stand out. But like Jason said, you're not going to see much of it except possibly the roof a little bit from the road. Can't hear.
I think at this point we'll take any questions that the commission has on the building.
Right here, are there anything mechanicals or anything going to be on the roof?
No.
Okay, so the roof's going to be nice and clean. So when we look down from the road, we're just going to see a nice, clean, beautiful roof.
You're going to see a tan roof, seamed metal roof. There is a mechanical plan in the drawings that shows everything down inside the building.
Okay, good. Next thing, dumpster and dumpster enclosure is located where?
To the left side of the building, it's on the site plan, well below the road, tucked in along a retaining wall.
And how is it enclosed?
Page fence with slats.
We don't like that. We want the nice enclosure. Slats, and we've ruled that out many years ago. So can you come up with something different, please?
Yeah, we could accommodate that.
Thank you. That's all I have.
Anybody else?
What was the siding color? Is that staying?
It's green. I had a color chart on the CD version of the package. I don't know if you have that. So it's like a forest green.
So the forest green is going to be the siding. What's the roof?
It's a tan.
And they're doing like the tan stucco foundation?
Foundation is mostly backfilled because of the lay of the land there. We have a one side of the building, the north side there in the plan will be a concrete foundation while that gets backfilled. You're not going to see much steel building on that side. The wall is less than 5 feet in steel on the road side.
I'm able to see this now. Do you have any elevations that we could see, color elevations?
Yeah, they're up now.
Okay,
That's the back side, away from the road with all the garage doors. And then the
And what
two ends
color is
show the
that?
step.
what color is that, the building?
Green, dark green.
Green. Forest green, okay. And so all of the vertical siding is dark green?
Correct.
Okay. And is there a picture of the front of the building? Or is the front?
Yeah,
all-
the
able
next
to
page,
see
that-
now?
There's
Do
not,
you have any elevations that we could see? Elevation?
I didn't hear the
Okay.
question.
And what color is that? What color is that? The building?
So that's the short portion of the wall will be
Green.
green, and then what you see
Forest
above
green,
that will
okay.
be green.
And the,
Oh, here, Ray.
I'm not saying anything.
so all of the vertical siding is dark green?
Correct.
Okay. I
So
have
you're
a
gonna do
question.
what color doors and or the garage doors and the entry doors?
Garage doors will be white, and the entry doors will be gray. Steel doors.
Can we get that to be a little bit more consistent? Like either pick one either or the other?
We could do all the doors white.
It's the back of the building. Nobody's gonna see it, Deandra.
I
Yeah,
just
we're
figured it'd
on
be
the-
nice to
we're-
have
The
either one or the other.
squirrels want to make sure that it's all white, you know, so they don't bump into it.
Yeah, you're only gonna see that.
The only ones that'll see that is the squirrels.
Will this all proposed be for one business or are there going to be several businesses?
There potentially could be several businesses in there.
Could be several, okay.
Yes.
And I have a question about the outside storage. Will that be screened?
Yes. There's a minimal amount of outside storage. Jason, correct me if I'm wrong, it's about 1,700 square feet. Minimal.
Can you show me on the map where that will be?
Yeah, that area in the corner. And we will screen that.
Okay, will that be visible from the road or no?
No.
It's roughly, it's gonna be well below the grade of the road. The road is at elevation 468, and that material storage is gonna be around 430. I'm sorry, 428. So you're, 40 feet below the road.
And will that be organic material? What kind of materials will that be?
There's a list on here that we do
They
have.
may be something like blocks. It just whatever. There's no really specific material there. We're not going to store soils in there, but it could be building materials. It could be excess pipe and that type of material.
Nothing that's going to degrade?
No.
Okay. And there will be landscaping along the road?
Yeah. Well, there's some thick kind of growth up there that some of it'll stay. We have proposed a couple of oak trees to line the edge and give it a little bit more definition there. We're not going to clear cut the little stretch of forest that's there.
And Dan, can you give the board your anticipated start time?
We're ready to go. We're waiting to get through this portion of the review and then right on to P&Z.
Yeah, P&Z meetings this Thursday.
Yeah.
So staff is pretty excited getting this piece of property developed and
So
used
are we.
and put on the grand list.
We have the building design and the order in place. We haven't released it yet until we get through to P&Z. But it's a 4-month lead time on the building delivered, and we will order it before the end of the month because there's a price increase coming if we don't.
Looks good to me. Let it go.
Good to me.
Kathy? When we need your
I think, without the color renderings, I think it's okay based on what I heard you ask.
Good to go.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you for the presentation. And I'll have a recommendation for the P&Z meeting from the board.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you all. Have a good night.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night.
Before you move on, I realize that we had some real issues with sound tonight. I hear an echo. Every time I say something, I hear an echo. I don't know if you hear that.
We do.
I'm on the phone right now. I don't know.
We
We
hear
didn't
the
have
echo.
trouble. You hear the echo. I can't imagine what's going on. That's my phone.
Yeah, unless your audio on your computer's on.
No, it's off.
Okay.
So I don't know what's going on.
Anyway, staff is very excited about this parcel being developed. This is Enterprise Drive, which is next to the illegal quarry. And a lot of sites up there have been used incorrectly. It's good to get a principal building on the site and used correctly and on the grand list. So slowly, the industrial park is getting developed the way it was intended for. So we're pretty excited.
How many square feet did they say it was?
This is 9,000 square feet,
9.
single story.
And I'm assuming limited office space.
Yes. So I'll incorporate your recommendations to dumpster enclosure, no mechanicals on the roof, garage doors and entrance doors, uniform color,
Yep.
and landscaping along the roadside.
Yes.
Sounds good.
So that concludes the meeting. I'm glad we can hear you, Kathy, so that worked out good. And
Go figure. Why?
the affordable housing, that went extremely well, everyone, at the public. Everyone likes the visuals. Yeah, that goes a long way because as you know, it's perched up on the hill there.
Yes.
So we're pretty excited about it and they're gonna be moving along quickly. So we got a lot of projects coming on board in spring of 2021.
Wonderful.
So that concludes it, unless you have any other questions.
No,
No
I think not.
Okay, can we have a motion in a second?
I'll
Motion
make a
to dismiss,
motion we adjourn.
seconded.